How's it going?
Is Jill here?
Yeah, she's in with Edmund. Hey, I understand your niece celebrated her first birthday this evening. That's
Hello?
a terrific age, isn't it?
I thought you had a meeting after the party.
I do, but it occurred to me that we might need to clarify a few things. I didn't expect you to have company, though.
How was the party?
It was good. And ABC News seemed to like what they were able to get from the kids.
Terrific. Is it going to be on tonight?
Dan hopes so. Mary's missed you.
I know, she called.
Now, are you going to get him out of here or what?
You, may be able to dictate who goes to Mary's house. But you can't tell me who can come to mine.
Oh, well, I have a meeting that'll run late tonight. Tomorrow's schedule starts early and will probably run until midnight. So I have a fast 20 minutes now, and I'll be damned if I'm going to include him in the conversation.
As a matter of fact, I'd be more than happy to leave, since it's obvious my presence is only going to inhibit a healthy exchange of feeling. Jillian, thank you for a lovely evening. Good night, Senator.
Good night. What was he doing here?
I invited him.
Why?
Primarily, I think, because you suggested that I shouldn't.
Okay, we seem to have crossed a few signals here somewhere. I thought you understood about the party, but clearly I was wrong. You are mad. Now I'm mad. You're obviously injured, but I've got a few complaints of my own.
I'd like to hear what they are.
In today's episode, the role of Ray Woodard will be played by Judith McGilligan.
Order now.
Hello?
You survived, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
All day long, all by yourself? I told you so, Dee Dee.
Well, I wasn't exactly all by myself.
Oh?
I called you 4 times, and then I had an hour-and-a-half session with Dr. Pagano.
Oh, double session, huh?
Yeah, well, it started at 11 o'clock, and I started talking. Then I started crying, and then I couldn't stop crying. It was okay, though. He didn't have to take his lunch hour because he says he's on a diet. Isn't that strange?
What is?
Well, a psychiatrist being on a diet.
That's so strange.
You see, a psychiatrist is supposed to be a perfect person. So how could a perfect person let themselves get fat?
Well, Delia, in the first place, whoever said that a psychiatrist was perfect? And, in matter of fact, whoever said that fat was imperfect?
Watch, you don't confuse me.
I beg your pardon. You had a double session and you feel better?
Yeah, some. Now, I know I feel much better about being alone in this room when you're at the hospital.
That's good.
Yeah, but I had to phone Dr. Pagano again after I spoke to you the last time.
Oh?
I can't make up my mind.
About,
Anything.
Oh.
No, I can't make any decisions.
Then don't.
No, I have to.
What about?
About everything. Really, I don't even know what to fix you for dinner. I mean, what do you like?
Well, Delia, what do you like?
Well, it's not what I like. I just want to do something nice for you. I mean, you've been so good to me. Well, okay, well, maybe it's all right for me to ask you, what do you like?
Well, I don't know.
You have to.
Look, I'm not even sure what's in the house, Dee. In fact, I don't even know what you can cook.
Roger, please.
Please what?
Please, tell me.
What to do? Not if I can avoid it, Dee. I mean, if Frank told you what to do, Pat spent years involving himself in solving, all your problems on 17 different levels. Where are they now?
Well, I don't care where they are.
Really? Now that's progress.
Yeah. Look, Roger, why don't you tell me what to fix you for dinner?
Delia, you'll find me receptive to anything as long as it's your choice.
Roger, please, stop making fun of me, okay?
Delia, I'm not making fun of you. I hope we didn't disturb the honeymooners.
Good evening. Delia Reed Ryan?
Yeah?
I have something for you.
Oh, what's this?
A legal paper, Mrs. Ryan. A notice of petition.
I don't understand. Look, I don't want this.
You read it, ma'am. It's all perfectly clear. Good night.
Good night.
Supreme Court of the State of New York. City of New York. Patrick Michael Ryan, petitioner against Delia Reed Ryan, respondent. Notice of petition to appear. Petition of annulment. No, he can't. I won't let him. Roger, please, don't let them do this to me.
You've been through a political campaign with me before.
That's right.
You knew what you were getting yourself into.
Yeah.
You said yourself that you wanted me to run and to win, and that we would be together when it was possible.
I did want that. I still do.
But lately, every time that the campaign dictates a choice, and we end up not being together, you retaliate by waving Dr. Bolak under my nose like a red flag.
That is not so.
Then what was he doing here tonight, Jill?
He's my friend. He's interested in my son. And Edmund and I found ourselves with some unexpected free time on our hands this evening.
Oh, I see. I see. So then I made a mistake by saying that I would prefer that you didn't spend that free time with Seneca.
I don't like being told whom I may or may not see.
Well, I don't like walking through that door and finding Seneca Bolak playing house with you and our son. Jill, he is not a casual friend. He's not. And there is no way that you can pretend that he is. You lived with him. You were considering marrying him. He loved you then. He still loves you. And you know that the sight of him, even in the same room with you, is enough to drive me up a wall. But every time that you get mad at me, you get on the phone to Seneca.
I don't have to be mad at you in order to enjoy his company. Now, wait a minute. Let's leave him out of this for a minute and get down to really what's bothering you.
No, ma'am. What is bothering you? What do you want from me, Jill?
Are you suggesting that I resent the campaign? That I want more of your time? That I'm sulking like Delia because you're not home for dinner every night? If you are, I'll hit you. I know you're a politician. I know what comes with the territory.
Then what do you want?
Some sign, some indication that Edmund and I are significant in any way in your life, the way you're living it now, or as you plan to live it after November.
How can I answer that?
You tell me.
Well, let's get specific. This afternoon...
I know your priorities were very clear.
You said you understood that interview with Dan Arno was not only a terrific break for me, but for the Children's Health Plan.
Frank, little John would understand that much.
Oh, come on, Jill. What? Don't you think I wanted you and Edmund at that party as much as you wanted to be there?
But we weren't there, were we?
How can you stand there and do that and still believe you are not making demands? They are demands. I can't meet them. For the next 5 months, I am Frank Ryan, and I am running for the United States Senate, and I want your support. That's it. I can't be anything more to anyone else.
And
That's all there is. There isn't any more.
If I understand that, and I accept that, and I make alternative plans for Edmund and myself in your absence, then I don't understand how you can object to what my plans are or whom they include.
I can object to Seneca, and I do.
And I can take strenuous objection to your coming in here. And while you're in between public appearances and criticizing how I choose to do what I want with my time, when you don't give a damn about it anyway. You know, it's interesting, because your major complaint about Delia under very similar circumstances was that she didn't have a life and friends and interests of her own that were independent of you.
Well, you sure solved that problem, haven't you?
I certainly hope so.
Now, Jill, wait a minute. I know he's crying, but just answer me. No generalities. What do you want from me between now and November?
You're late for your meeting. Let go, Frank.
Okay, Kirsten, so you're
Ready to
For a little don't appetite.
me, he can't make believe that.
DreamWorks Kung Fu Panda.
He can't annul me. He can't make believe that we were never married. Now, that's a lie. That's not fair. Roger, what am I going to do?
Candidly, I don't think there's very much you can do. Delia, right now, there are any number of people who are willing to attest to the fact that you lied to Pat about the pregnancy before your wedding. Now, since Pat was willing to marry you only because you were pregnant...
Not only because I was pregnant. Maybe a little. Mostly.
That constitutes fraud. And fraud equals grounds for a civil annulment.
No, it couldn't.
Delia, for heaven's sake.
Why'd you do that to me as a friend? How can you sit there and read a newspaper when my whole life is being ruined?
It isn't being ruined. It's probably the best thing that could ever have happened to you.
I'm not gonna let him do that. I'll file a countersuit. Is that what it's called? I will never free him for her.
Her, may I remind you, is now Mrs. Thomas Desmond, honeymooning upstairs.
Faith does not love Tom. Faith is in love with Patty. Now everybody knows that.
Yeah, and Tom will know that, too, if you don't lower your
Yeah, well,
voice.
she would never have gotten married to him if Patty was free. Now, I'm not going to free him so that Faith can divorce Tom. Now, Tom's life is going to be ruined.
I often wonder whoever taught you algebra.
What?
I mean, what poor soul tried to superimpose logic, order, reason into your mental processes? A broken man inside one semester.
You are making fun of me. Oh, that's right. Poor dumb Delia, right?
In this instance, right.
Oh, boy, Roger, really.
It's true. Delia, you have been handed the opportunity of your life and you're willing to throw it away?
I don't know what you're talking about. You know, you are really confusing me. My head hurts. My head really hurts.
Delia, I'm not trying to make you miserable. It's just that I honestly believe that this is the biggest chance you've ever had to grow up.
Well, maybe I don't want to grow up. Maybe I'd like things to be the way they were.
The way they were. And how were they? Now, all the time that we've been friends, you've spent most of that time being desperate, angry, lying, trying to be somebody that you were never meant to be, depending on Frank and Pat to sustain your act. I think you'd be sick to death of it. I think you'd do anything in the face of this earth to get out of it. But what do I know?
Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I'm not ready to give Pat up yet, okay?
Do me a favor.
What?
Drop the subject. I'm bored with it.
What subject?
Pat, you and the Ryans. Look, just talk to Dr. Pagano about it, and when you decide what you want to do, let me know. Oh, in the meantime, what about dinner?
What do you mean, what about dinner? I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to fix you for dinner. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about anything.
I am hungry, Delia.
Okay, so you're hungry, so why don't you open up a can of peanut butter or something? I don't know.
Peanut butter it is. I'll give you a hand. Oh, not to complicate your life or anything, but, should it be peanut butter and jelly or, peanut butter plain? I beg your pardon?
Jelly.
Jelly it is. Give me a hand with the, bread, please.
Shoulders more in.
No, that's perfectly all right. I was just hoping I'd catch him. I'll probably see him over here later. No message. Thank you.
Hi.
Frank.
I'm sorry I'm late for the meeting.
Well, don't be. It's been canceled.
You're kidding.
Nope. I tried to get you at Mary's and at the office earlier.
I was at Jill's.
Oh. And are you in a huge hurry? Well, how about a drink?
Yeah. No, don't move.
So how did everything go at Ryan's party?
Arno thought we got some good stuff. Won't be able to tell until the late night news, though.
Well, that's terrific.
Yeah.
All right, so what is the problem?
Jill didn't like being disinvited to the party.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry.
So am I. Let me ask you, what's your honest assessment of Seneca's feelings for Jill?
I think he's still in love with her. I also think that he would be very pleased if your reconciliation with Jill would have failed.
Jill has to know that.
Well, of course she knows it. Do you know how she feels about him?
I don't know.
Well,
She's with him a lot. He was over there tonight, as a matter of fact.
uh-huh. And you don't like that very much, do you?
You might say that, yeah.
Have you ever given any consideration to the fact that possibly she invites his attentions for that very reason?
No, Jill doesn't play games.
Oh?
No, she doesn't.
All right.
At least she hasn't until now.
Do you know what Bill used to say were two of the loveliest words in the English language?
No.
Finish that. Hungry?
Yes.
Well, I haven't had dinner yet. So how about if we were to have another drink right here? Then we could go into the kitchen, make up some snappy, wonderful, big sandwiches, and then relax and read those letters of endorsement that have come in from all over the state.
Lady, you have got yourself a deal.
And then we might just watch the late news and hear our favorite candidate and his views on the National Children's Health Plan.
I love it. I love you.
The feeling's mutual, Senator. Oh, come on.
Today, take a holiday from the holidays. SoapNet's bringing you a 10-hour private practice marathon. Catch the entire second season. The private practice marathon starts today at 9 a.m., and it's only on SoapNet.